Let's talk about why I made this TikTok. Because I really wanted to just hop on here and go through all the hate comments.
This warrants an entire video to itself. When a pretty black girl knows that she's pretty, all hell breaks loose.
No one wants to see a confident black woman. The second you see a beautiful, confident black woman that can speak, is educated, has a body, is fun, whatever the package is, it's intimidating.
I am not the girl that boys date. I am the girl that is pretty enough to sleep with,
Yep.
but not pretty enough to brag about to his friends.
Unfortunately. I realized very quickly that I am not on the same level as a lot of women, and even if I am, I can't be because I am a black woman.
People really hate pretty black women.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That bit fire. Yeah, she kinda cute.
Don't need any more nigger big shot.
Okay. Hi. Okay, wait, maybe, let me just, you know what? Let's get the skincare going. Where to start? Welcome back. See, that didn't even sound right. I don't even know what that was. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my dying channel. Welcome back to the channel of death. Okay, you know what? Let me get serious, because honestly, girl, if you don't get yourself together. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not brand new here, wait, is that what I'm supposed to say? Bro, I don't even know where I have been. Okay, hold on. Wait, listen, scratch that. We gotta start over. Welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new here, hello, my name is Pearl. If you're not brand new here, I know my channel is dying, and where have you been? It's been 10 days. What's going on? Do you not care? I do care. I do a lot. I have just been going through such an energy shift that I really have no words. I can't even really explain it. So let's chit chat. Let's hop into this video, because we got to talk about this video. We got to talk about the TikTok. That's what I should say. We got to talk about this TikTok. So the reason I want to make this video is because, one, I know that there are people out there that see me in a different way and probably saw this TikTok and was like, whoa, like, what are you talking about? Like, how could you say something like that? Or what, you know, what's going on? So I want to just give a little bit of a backstory. Let's just chit chat. I'm not on the floor. Your girl is 30. Okay. All right. The floor might be retired, maybe on youthful days when I'm feeling spunky. But today we need to be in a chair. All right. So let me just get this mask going, because y'all know my skin is very important to me. Let's talk about why I made this TikTok, because I really wanted to just hop on here and go through all the hate comments and be like, let's talk about everyone that hates me, and let's not. Let's be a little bit more positive, okay? Because honestly, at the end of the day, I know what this is, right? I put myself on a platform. I have people watching me that I don't even want to watch me. I have people that I don't like watching me. I got enemies watching me. All kinds of people, right? And I know that I put myself in the position to have that criticism. And at the end of the day, I have to be okay with that. So let's talk about why I posted this video and for what reason. Before we do so though, let me show the TikTok to anybody who hasn't seen the TikTok. I will insert it here. Actually, let's watch it together.
I am not the girl that boys date. I am the girl that is pretty enough to sleep with,
Yep.
but not pretty enough to brag about to his friends.
Unfortunately.
I am the girl that he will cuddle with on the weekends and then not message throughout the week.
Sad.
I'm the girl who is fun to go out and dance with and have a drink with,
Yep.
but not take to breakfast the next day.
Bing bong.
I am the girl that will show him that he can be loved and deserves to be loved before he finds somebody better. I am not the girl that boys date. I am the placeholder until they find somebody better. But nobody will love them as much as I do. Nobody will be there for them like I can. So then I'm just a friend. A friend who has wants something a little more, but never enough.
But never enough. Okay, so let's back it up a little bit, okay, you guys, because obviously there's holes in the story. People who have been watching me for over 2 years, you know for a fact that there is something I'm not telling you, and you know it. I know it, you know it, we know it, right? And that is absolutely factual. So when that time comes when I want to be a little bit more open about this is going to be on my second channel. I basically just went through something really traumatic that I just didn't think was going to be as traumatic as it was. And it really just opened up a lot of childhood trauma for me that I didn't even realize was pent up in my energy. Like, I just had no clue. And this experience really made me realize how much work I have to do on myself internally. So everybody knows what it's like when you just scrolling and TikTok and FYP and oh my God, this goes with my life. Everybody knows that experience, especially if you have a TikTok. If you don't have a TikTok, let me explain to you. The algorithm knows you more than your mother and yourself, okay? The more you accept that, the more you accept that, the more you're going to realize it, right? So I'm just doing my willy-nilly life, just scrolling by, and this sound popped up on my FYP. It was a blonde girl. Somebody had, told her to make it a sound. And I remember immediately thinking, man, I know so many Black women that feel like this, but would be terrified. When I say terrified, I mean absolutely disgusted at the thought of even showing people, telling people, expressing the fact that they're a placeholder, the fact that people don't want them, the fact that they're always the second choice. I know it in my bones. I don't even need to ask these Black women. I just know it because I see it every single day, and I've seen it every day since I've been alive, to be honest with you. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to remake this TikTok, and I'm going to make a Black girl version. And the reason I wanted to do that is because there are so many things that Black women relate to that we have no room to even be in, because it's some light-skinned girl talking about it. It's a blonde with the blue eyes talking about it, and it's really, really hard to see people who look like you that aren't Kelly Rowland, all of these bigger people. Sometimes you just want someone regular like you that's gonna break it down the same way that you feel, to where you're like, you know what? I actually understand where that person is coming from, and I have been through that before. And that's why I posted the TikTok. Now, when I created the TikTok, right? Because at the end of the day, let's not be naive, right? We all know everyone creates content to go viral, okay? No matter what they say, even me right now, I can say, oh, I'm just being vulnerable. I just want to tell my audience, whatever have you. But at the end of the day, I'm talking about a viral TikTok right now. I'm talking about something that is viral. We can't shy from that, and we're never going to over here. And so for me, I really wanted to show and depict that, yes, I may be pretty, I may be attractive to certain men or people, or maybe I know that I'm not exactly ugly, right? Of course. But does that mean that I feel that way? Unfortunately, it does not. So I really wanted to show, like, look at all this effort I put in to being this, I don't know, divine, attractive being, but internally, I don't feel that way. I've never even been celebrated that way. I've never even been praised in that manner. Another thing that I put in was how I went to Greece by myself for my birthday. Now, is that anyone's fault other than my own? I didn't ask anybody to go with me. I wasn't, saying like, oh, all of my friends bailed on me or blah, blah, blah. Like, honestly, I just know how my birthday goes, and I just knew that I wanted to do something that was gonna be fun for me. But at the end of the day, I knew that there was not gonna be anybody I could count on to go with me. And do you know how many Black women I saw by themselves when I was in Greece? Multiple. Not even in Greece, but in London too. I see Black women traveling by themselves alone constantly. So I wanted to add in that part that was like, I'm the girl that travels alone because she can't count on anybody to be there for her. And to be quite frank, I cannot. I've seen it happen many times. I think it was when I was 29, or was it 29 or 28? I wanted to have a trip, very small, one girl come with me, maybe another, that's it. She picked the bad girl over me. She picked the girl that has a lot of followers, the girl that has the pretty eyes, the girl that has the pretty hair, the light-skinned girl, the girl that, you know, knows all of the right people. So, you know, it's a lit function. Like, girl, I'm sorry, but this event is better. And no shade to her. That's one of my best friends. But at the end of the day, okay, I don't forget nothing over here, and I'm never gonna shy away from what I know is the truth. And so when that happened to me, I realized very quickly that I am not on the same level as a lot of women. And even if I am, I can't be, because I am a black woman. Therefore, even if I am as confident as I want to be as beautiful as I am, be as confident as I am, I'm always going to have some center of the world wanting to knock that down, no matter what. And that is a conversation that's actually happening on TikTok right now. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's about...
This warrants an entire video to itself. When a pretty black girl knows that she's pretty, all hell breaks loose. The comments get fucking egregious, and they try to pinpoint something so small and so minor to bring her down. Or she's got a nasty attitude. I don't know, for some reason, like, you kind of just give me a bitch vibe. Like, she's got a nasty attitude, she's mean as fuck. Like, it gets terrible. And people will try to find any fucking thing to make it seem like she's not all that. Like, when black girls know that they're pretty, it's something in the fucking water that everybody drinks that turns them into a mega fucking hater.
Let's do a little capsule, shall we? Hey, Pearl with your big head. Cool. Hey, dumbass. Cool. Hey, Pearl, your ass is so big, shit, and your titties is like my D, and that's big. Hey, big ass, you gonna be my hoe one day, Cameron.
Like, it gets evil in the comments.
What up, Pearl? I ain't gonna lie, but you are pretty sexy, and I did want to get with you until I got with Desiree.
Or like Googling like where she lives, or like, actually, if you're so pretty, why don't you live like this? Or why don't you drive this? If you're not, like, it just gets maddening. Like, people really hate pretty black women. And if you're fat and dark skinned, you already know what time it is.
Basically, like, no one wants to see a confident black woman. The second you see a beautiful, confident black woman that can speak, is educated, has a body, is fun, whatever the package is, it's intimidating. It's intimidating to people. And that is just something that comes with being a black woman. So as I began creating this content, I realized very quickly, at the end of the day, I do have an abundance of beautiful friends, fully aware of that. But for me to think that I am on the same level as them in the aspect of ignoring my flaws is delusion. And yes, delusion can obviously help manifest things. But for me, it was like, I'm fully aware that I'm not the pick, right? I'm fully aware when we're out with, you know, the girls and the guys are walking around. They want the light-skinned girl. They want the blonde girl, blue eyes. They want the Latina. They want the one that's lighter skin. They want the one that doesn't have a wig on. They want the one that don't have no lashes. They want the one that's not black. That is just a factual thing that happens in the life of a lot of black women. Point blank, period. For me, I consider myself a confident person, but maybe to a fault. Maybe to an extent where people can't handle it. They don't like it. They're like, whoa, she's so bold. Like, whoa, like, too much energy. And I get that. I'm not for everybody, right? But one thing I'm not gonna do is hide my insecurities. I feel the more people show this, the easier it is for us to then fix it, heal it, and get over it. So I remember seeing a couple hate comments that were very much like, well, of course, look at you. Obviously, you're for the streets. I mean, look at the way you're getting into the tub, blah, 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 blah. Like, black women can't even embrace their sexuality without it being disgusting. Because if it was any other race, and again, this is just my perception, you don't have to agree with me, I doubt anybody would have said anything about like, oh, well, look at the way you're getting into the hot tub. It was my 30th birthday. By golly, I'm about to be, all the way turned up bad bitch energy. Yes, I am, regardless if I have a man or not, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. I don't give a damn what a man thinks about that, because I control that. I am not somebody who walks around like, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't wear this or that because, you know, people are gonna think I'm this or that. I have lived that life for a very long time. A very long time. I'm done. And so when this video started going viral, you guys, I kind of got a little scared. And the reason being is because I already knew for a fact that like this was a triggered moment. This wasn't something that was like, oh, here I am and like this is how I've always felt. It was like I was triggered, went through such a raw depth of ego and shadow and just spiritual awakening of just like, oh my God, the way I have let so many people use me and abuse me for so long that now this is my reality. And it was a really, really hard pill to swallow. Like, I mean, it was hard, but that's why I'm making this video, because at the end of the day, I don't like that I go to that comment section and there are thousands of women that feel the same, especially Black women. Women that are in their 50s that have just accepted it, they're gonna be alone, it is what it is, right? And it really made me realize that at the end of the day, we're not alone in this. There are so many other people that feel this way. And for some reason, no matter what, it's always your fault, no matter what. And so I had to really reflect on that. I had to really, really reflect on how I see myself, why I see myself this way, what is the evidence that has made me feel this way or shown me that this is my truth. And when I started going through that, I just really realized how much I needed to heal my inner child and how damaged that little child is and how I haven't been protecting her for years and years and years. Because when you're a little girl and you get molested or you get touched inappropriately by a man, and I'm talking 3-4 years old here, when things like that happen, it's very hard for you to see your value. And I think that is where I went with that video. Meaning, yes, there can be a gorgeous girl. There could be a girl that you're like, oh my God, you could be a model. I wish I had your body. I wish I had your energy, your vibe, whatever. But if you don't know the story of that person and you haven't lived their life and seen the steps that they had to take to get to where they are, you're just never gonna get it. You're never gonna understand it until that person shares it with you. So for me, it was a vulnerable moment of sharing to the world, look, I'm damaged. As much as everyone thinks like, oh my God, you're so pretty, you're so cool, like, blah, 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 whatever it may be, or whatever positive, spin you can put on it, I'm a damaged person. And I'm okay with sharing that because I cannot heal until I accept and reflect and realize that. And so I saw the hate comments as no matter what, it's my fault, right? So get molested as a kid, oops, still your fault. Get cheated on, whoops, still your fault. It's all still your fault. And it took me a little bit to look inside myself and see, well, okay, if it is my fault, why, how, and how do I rectify it? So I say this to say, you're not alone. All of these comments, I mean, thousands of women agreeing, you're not alone. Okay, I don't care who it is. Beyonce got cheated on. Wake up, y'all. Y'all calling a whole queen. The queen got cheated on as well. Can we talk about that for a little bit? Because I think a lot of people don't even realize how much you can damage somebody within seconds, within months, within years. I don't think anybody really, really grasps that until it's too late. So I wanted to make this video because I just felt like, I don't know how I would feel if I saw like somebody that I really enjoy their content, whether that's like YouTube or Twitter or TikTok, whatever it is, and then I see a side of them that I'm not used to seeing, and I just felt like I need to kind of have that conversation with my audience, separate from all these other new people, right? Because at the end of the day, like I've said, since I've started this channel, you are gonna see me grow. You are gonna see me heal. You are gonna see me go through phases that I wanna look back on and be able to look at and see the growth that I have achieved. Because at the end of the day, it's about me. It's not even about dude that left me, da 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 da. At the end of the day, it's about me. And like I said, hard pill to swallow. So I'm seeing all these women in agreement with me, but also with no solution. And that killed me. It killed me. I was like, so I'm seeing 60, 70, 50, 40-year-old women, 30-year-old women in my comment section. It's like, oh yeah, I gave up on love. Like, yep, that's me. I've always been a placeholder. Yep, I mean, I hate it, but that's just how it's always been, you know, it's so sad. And I'm just like, oh my God. Yes, you're not alone, but by golly, am I getting out of it, baby? I don't know if I need to manifest, change the narrative, move to another country, state. I don't care what it is, but I'm changing that narrative. It's just gonna take time. And you guys will come with me on the ride to it. But for me to shy away and be just bad bitch, look at my pictures, la 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 la, like, y'all, like this dude flew me out, like, yeah, I'm on a date today, da 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 da. Knowing, honey, you're damaged, baby. If you don't get your trauma in check, get it in check so you can manifest better. And having to literally say that to myself to the point where it's like, look, you're not even taking care of yourself, girl. Like, I know you think you're all this. You're not even taking care of yourself. You know why I know you're not taking care of yourself? Because if you were taking care of yourself, that little girl in you wouldn't be so damn scared right now. That little girl in you wouldn't be waiting and looking for protection at all, because you would be doing that. So there's no man, there's no person, entity that's gonna come in and protect that little girl. That's you, that's your problem. That's you, that's what you gotta do. So then we get into abandonment issues, then we get into attachment styles, then we're getting about avoidant attachment, anxious attachment, then we start getting into childhood trauma, then we start getting into how I was raised, yada, 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 right? So for me, it was like, well, hello therapy, welcome, I'm back. Hi books, ready to read. I hated that I was just seeing multiple, just so many women just accepted it. They just accepted it. And it killed me. And it took me forever to be like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Even though my belief system is, that is you. That is you. You see what I'm saying? So, moral of the damn story is no matter what, you're gonna have issues. You're gonna have trauma. You're gonna have downfalls. You're gonna have insecurities. But you have to recognize it. And that's what I've noticed within myself. Within me, it doesn't even have anything to do with anything, right? So it's like, okay, if that's the narrative and that's how hurt you've been, how do we flip that? How do we change that? Because the way I didn't see barely any advice other than like work on yourself, which obviously like all of that stuff is good. I mean, that's literally what I'm saying right now. But it just killed me that I was seeing, I mean, there was this one woman that said her husband left her, married another woman, and then gave that woman a baby. And now she's just alone with no kids, something like that. And the way I really sat up there and cried reading that comment, because by golly, that is so sad. That is so unfortunate. That is so, like, what? So like, I'm working on me. I'm working on my own worth. As much as people may think like, you have confidence, you're this, you're that, you can sit in front of a camera and talk, whatever it may be. I also have things to work on. And I think it takes a very strong person to say that publicly without any, thought of like the repercussions of it, other than I'm gonna do this and this is who I am. That takes a lot of strength. And the only reason I have strength is because I've been beaten for years, over and over and over again. Emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, continuously. So I say this because I really don't want anybody to think that this has to be our narrative. Yes, this is a TikTok that I have created and I definitely stand by, but I don't want anyone to think I've just given up on myself, because that's one thing we cannot do. Because as you guys know, if I give up on myself, that means I'm not here anymore. Because I take giving up on myself very seriously. Very seriously. So yeah, That's why I made the TikTok. That's why the TikTok is here. That's why it's going viral. And it's just been a really crazy whirlwind. And I honestly still can't believe it. But I'm grateful for the growth and I'm grateful for the experience, regardless of how bad it hurt. I will go into depth of what that situation was because I do think that the sexual nature of it absolutely needs to be shed. And I really don't care who I hurt in the process when I do say that publicly, but that will be on my second channel. It won't be on my main. And I will say who it is because I would love to warn every female to never interact with a man of his nature. Anyways, you guys, I love you so much. If anybody hurts you, man, female, physically, emotionally, sexually, send them this video, okay? Let them know you're gonna be fine. You're gonna change the narrative. Regardless. Doesn't matter. Because that is the goal. Period. Anyways, you guys, I love you so much. I'm gonna go wash this off. I'm going out after this. Because I just need to go out. I need to be with some friends. I need to be in some positive energy. So I hope that clears up just how that TikTok probably made some people feel. Because I never want anyone to feel like that ever again, to be honest with you. I made a lot of people cry with that TikTok as well. Hell, even I cried multiple times. But we're turning a new leaf. And we are going to be the bad bitch that we deserve to fucking be. Regardless of anyone. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see y'all in my next one. Yes, I'm gonna be coming with the content, okay? I'm really gonna try to post every single day. August is no joke right now. It's literally like Vlogmas in my mind right now. So I will see y'all.
Put it out the coupe in the lot. 12 for a SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. Hit the leaf with the